Vanessa dropped her fork with theatrical precision, and the dinner table at Mom's house fell silent. She'd perfected that move over the years. The dramatic pause that made everyone stop and pay attention. "We need to talk about the utility situation," she said. "Ryan and I are stretched thin with the new house renovations. Someone else needs to step up." I kept eating my salad, already knowing where this was going. Mom's gaze skipped over Vanessa and landed on me. "Maya, you're still in that little apartment, right? No mortgage or anything." "I have expenses," I said quietly. "But not like real expenses," Vanessa cut in, gesturing with her wine glass. The diamond bracelet Ryan had bought her last month caught the light. "No husband, no kids, no property taxes. You're basically living a college student lifestyle at 31. Dad nodded. "Your sister has a point. The family house utilities have gotten expensive. Your mother and I are on a fixed income, and Vanessa has the renovation costs." "The renovation costs they chose," I pointed out. "Family helps family," Mom said, using the phrase that had become their mantra. "You're in the best position to handle this. It's only fair." "How much?" I asked. "About $1,800 a month," Dad said. "Electric, water, gas, internet, security system. $1,800 monthly for a house I didn't live in. That was over $20,000 annually, added to the loans never repaid, the credit cards I'd paid off, the car repairs, the medical bills they'd insisted I cover." "She has no expenses, make her pay," Vanessa announced to the table. Uncle Tom and Aunt Patricia murmured agreement. My cousin Derek just shrugged. "It's settled," Mom said brightly. "Maya will handle the utilities starting next month." I set down my fork carefully. "I'll take care of it." Vanessa beamed, already texting Ryan. "See? This is why we're family. We solve problems together." Together. An interesting description of what had just happened. The pattern started small 7 years ago. A phone bill here, groceries there. But I'd been employee number 12 at Neuralink Analytics, a machine learning startup nobody had heard of. I'd worked 70-hour weeks building algorithms that would eventually revolutionize predictive analytics for Fortune 500 companies. While I did that, Vanessa got her real estate license and posted Instagram photos of her boss babe lifestyle. She sold maybe 3 houses yearly, but she sold the image constantly. Designer handbags, luxury gym memberships, weekly salon appointments, all financed by Ryan's middle management salary and money they borrowed from family. Mostly from me. "Can you cover Dad's dental work? We're saving for Turks and Caicos. Mom needs a laptop. We just booked a spa weekend. The family reunion needs funding. You probably won't come anyway, right?" I paid for everything. And somewhere along the way, I'd become the family disappointment despite keeping everyone afloat. "Maya's so focused on career she's forgotten what matters," Mom would say. "Still single, still renting, still wearing those boring clothes," Vanessa would add with faux concern. They had no idea what I actually did. When I explained machine learning architecture, their eyes glazed over. When our company made headlines, they didn't notice. When I got promoted to Senior VP of Development, Mom asked if that meant I could finally afford a nice car. I drove a 7-year-old Honda Civic. I lived in a modest 1-bedroom. I wore jeans and hoodies because that was tech culture. And I owned 11% of Neuralink Analytics, valued at $2.3 billion in our Series D funding round. The family had no idea. I'd kept it quiet, watching them, wondering when they'd stop seeing me as their personal ATM. That moment never came. So I'd started making different plans. 3 months later, my phone buzzed with Vanessa's mass text. "Huge news. Ryan and I are throwing a party next Saturday. Black tie. Major announcement. Everyone must come. No excuses, Maya. That means you too." I smiled. Next Saturday. The timing was almost poetic. The Forbes 30 Under 40 in Technology list was being released that morning. I'd gotten the courtesy call that I'd made the list, ranked in the top 5. They'd confirmed my net worth for the article. I texted back, "I'll be there." Vanessa's party was everything I expected. Their renovated house was filled with real estate friends and Ryan's co-workers, everyone drinking top-shelf liquor and pretending to be more successful than they were. I arrived in a simple black dress I'd owned for years. "You couldn't dress up more?" "Vanessa went to so much trouble," Mom said. I grabbed champagne and found a quiet corner. My phone had been buzzing all evening. The Forbes list went live at 6 a.m. and notifications hadn't stopped. LinkedIn was exploding. Journalists were requesting interviews. In 2 hours, the Forbes Instagram account would post a spotlight feature on me, the highest-ranked person on the list from our region. I watched Vanessa work the room, her hand constantly moving to her stomach. That was the announcement. She was pregnant. At 8:30, Vanessa clinked her glass. Everyone. Ryan and I have incredible news. We're pregnant. The room erupted. Mom screamed, rushing to hug her. Dad wiped his eyes. And, Vanessa continued, we're buying the lake house. Our baby will grow up with summers on the water. More applause. I clapped politely, doing math. The lake house was listed at $1.2 million. On their income, they'd need excellent credit they didn't have. But that was their problem now. At 8:45, the murmurs started. Wait, is that? Pull up Forbes right now. Phones came out across the room. Faces turned from screens to me and back again. Vanessa's friend Monica approached with her phone extended. Vanessa, isn't that your sister? The room went quiet. Vanessa took the phone and I watched her face drain of color. Maya made the Forbes list, she said, strangled. That's nice, honey, Mom said absently. Number 3, someone called out. Maya Chin, Senior VP at Neuralink Analytics. Net worth estimated at $253 million. Absolute silence. That can't be right, Vanessa said, voice rising. Maya works in tech support or something. She drives a Honda Civic, I finished calmly. Yes. I also own 11% of a company worth $2.3 billion. But you? Mom's voice trailed off. I paid your utilities? Dad's dental work, Mom's laptop, the family reunion, Vanessa's wedding flowers, Ryan's car repair, the roof replacement. I sipped my champagne. Yes. I did all of that. You let us think, Vanessa started. I let you think what you wanted, I corrected. I told you about my work, my promotions, our funding rounds. You weren't listening. You were too busy deciding I was the family failure who should subsidize everyone else. Ryan's face went pale. The utilities, Dad said slowly. I've been paying a lot more than that for a lot longer, I said. But the utilities were the final straw. Vanessa announced I had no expenses and should fund everyone's comfort. She said to make me pay. I opened my banking app and canceled all automated payments. Utilities, Dad's insurance, Mom's car payment, the family phone plan. So I'm done paying. Effective immediately. Maya, you can't, Mom started. I've spent 7 years contributing over $30,000 annually to this family. That's $210,000, not counting unpaid loans. And I got treated like the poor relation who should be grateful to help. Guest had backed away. The party atmosphere had evaporated. You're being vindictive, Vanessa hissed. This is my announcement party. Forbes did that. I just showed up like you demanded. You have millions, Ryan said desperately. You can't cut off your parents. Watch me. I've arranged for a financial advisor to meet with you Wednesday at 2 p.m. He'll explain how your situation changes without my subsidies. Bring your bills. This is cruel, Mom said, tears forming. No. Cruel is demanding money while mocking my success. Cruel is treating me like an ATM while celebrating mediocrity. Cruel is, she has no expenses, make her pay. I headed for the door. Behind me, Vanessa started crying. At the door, I turned back. Guests were staring at phones, whispering. Congratulations on the baby, I said. And good luck with the lake house. I hope you figured out financing without counting on my credit because I froze my reports last month. Identity theft protection. You understand. The next morning, Dad called at 7 a.m. The power's out. The electric company said the account was closed. Correct. I was paying that bill. I'm not anymore. Paya, please. The financial advisor's name is Marcus Chen. He's expecting your call. He specializes in helping people adjust lifestyle to actual income. We can't afford. You'll have to. That's the point. I hung up. By noon I had 17 missed calls. Vanessa left a voicemail alternating between sobbing and screaming. Mom texted about feeling betrayed. I blocked all their numbers. That evening my lawyer called. Your sister is asking about loan options for the lake house. Absolutely not. I told them. I also informed them that future requests should go through my office, And you won't accept any for minimum 2 years. Perfect. After he hung up, I stood at my apartment window watching city lights. Tomorrow a board meeting. Next week interviews about the Forbes ranking. Next month a keynote in Singapore. My phone buzzed once more. An unknown number. You'll regret this when you need family. I deleted it without responding. I'd needed family for 7 years. They'd been too busy demanding payments to notice. Now their power was out, their bills were due, and their golden child was discovering real financial pressure. Me. I was finally free. The city lights spread before me, bright and clear and entirely paid for by my own success. No family obligations. No guilt trips. No more playing the role they'd assign me. Just the truth finally visible to everyone. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stop paying for people to underestimate you. The Forbes list had simply turned the lights on.